Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the liberal loudmouth. Now, today I've got a video about Moms for Liberty and all of the crazy things they have going on and what they're all about instead of what they want you to believe that they're all about. And to help me further this point, I'm going to bring on one of my good friends. His name is Ron Cosby. He runs the Real Ron page on Facebook. You can check him out. We also do a show together called The Loudmouth. You've probably seen him on this channel already if you follow it. Let me go ahead and just bring him on because he knows firsthand what had happened to me, which is part of the reason why I'm making this video to begin with at all. So let's bring him on in. What's going on, Ron?
Hey, what's up, Tim? This is kind of weird, being a guest on your show, but I appreciate you having me on.
It's more of a formality thing, though. I want to make sure we separate this from our show and your show. But and matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and share this to your page.
Yeah, do that for me. I appreciate you being able to do that for me. Sorry about I'm in the car. I'm at work. I'm on a little lunch break here, and
no, it's all good. So we were talking earlier. Well, I'll have to share it later because it'll take me forever to do that. But we were talking earlier about this, and in my court case, I had been banned from school after I tried to remove what I considered a pornographic book from the school, and I got a lot of. Oh, hold on, I got something playing in the background here, and I got banned from it. The court agreed that they did it because of what I was pushing against, and did Moms for Liberty people come to my defense at all? Do you think?
No, there was one Moms for Liberty lady. She ran the Tulsa County chapter, but she showed up at, I believe, your second board hearing where they banned you the second time. And to me, she showed up to make sure that she got on the news to promote Moms for Liberty. That's just me.
Yeah.
Because other than that, I don't know that they had any contact with you. They actually kicked you out of their group because you were too vocal with your opinions. And yeah, that's I don't think anybody else showed up or contacted you.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. That's what they did. They kicked me out of the group because I didn't support Ryan Walters, and that they even said that was the reason. And in fact, the only thing that I saw Moms for Liberty do was get in front of a camera because I was actually removing books, these dirty books from school, and had already gotten it removed and was trying to change the policy. So they came out there to try and proselytize their own stuff off of the backs of my actions. And it's become obvious to me anyway that this is something that they do over and over and over again. They use the actions of other people to prop themselves up as if they're actually doing something. Would you say that's pretty accurate description of Moms for Liberty?
Yeah, when I see them post, and I'm not trying to bash on Moms for Liberty, but when I see people online saying, "Thank you, Moms for Liberty, for standing up and taking care of our kids and protecting our children," I want to ask those people, what specifically have they done? Did they? And I know that they go to the board meetings and they gripe at the administrations and things of that nature, but what have they actually gotten accomplished? I don't think that they have flipped any school board members at all, although they've tried. I know that they get behind religious political figures and help them, but as far as helping parents, I just don't. I mean, you're the only one that I have not even been able to do the things that you've gotten changed in Owasso. You got the entire graphic novel.
Oh, I lost you there for a second. So I lost Ron. I think he's getting a phone call. Let me pull him out real quick. When he comes back, oh, I think I can hear you. Are you back, Ron?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I got somebody was trying to call.
There we go. So yeah, and well, to kind of springboard off of what you were saying, my issue, I could have used a lot of help, in fact, because my lawyer, who is also somebody who is now kind of, gravitated towards Moms for Liberty. She's now a part of this summit. Her name is Maria Seidler, and she was my attorney. Now, while this was going on, and she had done it for free, and I appreciate what she did, but then she quit. She quit and left me high and dry, and was like, well, just get another attorney, like as if I had any money. I didn't have money at the time, so I couldn't continue it. And the problem is that schools will do whatever they want to do because they're not even using their own money, right? They're using somebody else's money to push back on parents doing certain things or whatever. So you're going up against this huge, government bureaucracy, and Moms for Liberty has millions of dollars in their coffers. Right. So if they actually cared about doing what they wanted to do, and they knew that I didn't have a lawyer and still needed to see this court case through, they should have probably put some money out, because you had a parent who was doing what they claimed to be doing.
Their only purpose. Yeah. And I'll say,
right.
I'll say this, and Moms for Liberty can do what they want to with their money. It's their money, but it goes back to me, my opinion is, like you said about Maria. Yeah, she did it for free, but then she came back to us and she's like, this is going to take money. So what did we do? We went out and we got her a bunch of money. And then when she didn't have all the power of saying, well, I'm doing this for free, now you're a client. Now you've got money for her. Now she's like got a problem with your religious beliefs or the way you talk. So then she quits. And that's the same thing with Moms for Liberty. We support all parents except the ones that disagree with us. And we're going to help out all parents unless you disagree with us. And that's bullshit. You're either going to help out all parents and protect all children and make sure that public schools are there for the intended purpose that they're there, or quit going around saying you're trying to do this self-righteous, self-serving bullshit. That's my problem with it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree with you more. And well said too, because it was frustrating when Maria quit. I couldn't find anybody to help get me an attorney, but I had a legitimate case with some serious cash that could have been taken from that school, which would send a message to other school districts, wouldn't you say?
I would say that would have set an example for the other districts to have followed, and it could have been a precursor for parents going forward to be like, we can change the policies. This is our. I can't hear you.
I haven't said anything. I mean, give me just a second. My camera may blink out. I'm having issues with my camera. It's really slow.
Yeah.
So 1 second.
A lot. Yeah.
I can still hear you though. So keep talking.
I was just saying that this case of yours could have set precedents, and probably did, but could have set precedents for cases going forward for parents to say, hey, over here in Tulsa and Owasso, this parent was banned for the same thing that I just got banned for, so they're going to toss it out. But instead, Maria just decided to quit on you and left you in a tough spot, and that's her business, and more power to her. But then she's on this summit board as a guest speaker for Moms for Liberty, and she is the last person. She is the person that let the parent down that probably had the best chance of making examples out of this public schools.
The best chance, because what they did was so egregious that you couldn't really look at that case and think anything other than, well, this school board made something up to get rid of him because they were sick of listening to the guy. Right. It was an open and shut case. And for those that aren't aware, the victim that they claimed I harassed got up on stand in federal court and told the judge under oath that I didn't feel harassed. I didn't feel like what he was saying was directed at me. It was directed at the school board and the policy. So the case itself was pretty open and shut as far as I'm concerned. But nobody, not anybody from Moms for Liberty, that they all left me hanging high and dry. And that's fine. Like, I'm not sour grapes over it. I just look around and see those very same people that used my case to bolster their position, like Ryan Walters. He latched onto my story too.
He went and talked on about it. He talked about your case on Fox News, on Newsmax.
Yep. and he posted about it on Twitter or whatever, and it gives them credence for, yes, those books are actually in there, which is true. But at the same time, put your money where your mouth is. Stop talking about the people that do the work and maybe do some work yourself instead of just trying to grift off of everything everybody else does. And then, well, we don't like that guy.
Right.
He doesn't believe in God, or he's an obnoxious bore, as my lawyer once called me.
Right. It's them coattailing, and they just keep you close enough to where they're able to say, yeah, I know Tim and I support Tim or whatever. But when you were banned, they didn't call you every day to make sure you were okay mentally or physically, or if your family needed. We had parents that actually did that.
Yep.
But they weren't Moms for Liberty. And then and I'll say this about your court case. When you said that the person that you were accused of harassing or whatever got up and answered questions, it wasn't even questions that your lawyer asked him. Your lawyer, Maria Seidler, this person they're holding up, and this is me talking, Ron, this person they're holding up in high regard, didn't even know what questions to ask. The judge had to ask the pertinent questions because she was having a senior moment. And those are her words.
Her words. She literally said that in court. And now Moms for Liberty is, allowing her to come in and speak as some kind of, what did they call it on that page? A joyful warrior, wasn't it? Something like that. It's like, no, I mean, she probably agrees. And for what she did, I'm grateful. But then what she did undoes all of the good she tried to do leading up to that, in my opinion. Right. Because she dropped the ball on a case that was so open and shut and could have really shut down every school in the state or perhaps in the country, because, as you had alluded to earlier, it would set precedent in court saying, no, you can't do this to somebody who is speaking out against this crap, and we're not going to put up with it anymore.
I agree.
It feels like a big grift, because if you don't know, the people that are watching, if you aren't aware, Moms for Liberty, within the first month they became a 501c3 or whatever, they were on the Rush Limbaugh show. That doesn't happen to a true grassroots organization, does it, Ron?
No, it does not. And I'll say this about Moms for Liberty. This is what I think is upsetting about Moms for Liberty to me, because I know those ladies. I know them personally here in Tulsa County. Mm-hmm. They are very sharp, intelligent, go-getting ladies, and they have the means and the capabilities to make some true change for parents when it comes to the admins and the school boards and stuff like that. But they just seem to be self-centered around making sure that they're in front of the camera first.
Them.
We're not going to bring everybody in. We're not going to give away the power. And they just become this establishment type thing. And I disagree with that. Call me what you will, but I disagree. I think everybody needs to have a part and a role in this to take down this machine that is public education.
Right. Because if they cared, they wouldn't have, literally in the middle of me getting this policy changed, banned me from their page because I opposed Ryan Walters as state superintendent, which is so weird to me, because it's like, well, we have commonality here. We can at least both get on the same page in terms of how we deal with these books, but no, it goes against their overall goal, which is to turn, I guess, themselves into these heroes. They want all these accolades from people. That's why they do it. That's why as soon as something comes up, you'll see them. They'll run to the camera. They'll make a statement about the camera and lie to the people that, we're here to turn board seats. We're here to change the trajectory of the school boards, when none of that is happening. All they do is piss and moan about it.
I'll say this. Back years ago, I'll give an example. Ryan Walters was he was in the primary with John Cox, and what was that other not Nancy Grace? I
know who you're talking about, the Shawnee lady,
April Grace.
April Grace, yeah.
He was in the primary. It was election night, and I went to Oklahoma City to support Ryan and to do the doing and show support. And people like Unwokable and Moms for Liberty chapter president Janice Danforth, they didn't show up to support Ryan. They just wanted to, so they went through me, and I had to live stream onto Unwokable, and Janice Danforth was there, And then, oh, look at us. Well, you weren't there. You weren't doing the doing. But
Right.
that in not touting myself, and I know that you're not touting yourself either, but people, I think, see this, and it leads credence to what we're doing. Like, I'll give you another example. Riley Flack. He's been coming at us hard this week, right?
Yeah.
And I have not been rude to him unless he was rude to me. He called us gay. He called us morons. He has done, and then today he blocked me. Here is the result of that. I lost 13 followers because I came up and said, this is bullshit, whatever. I lost 13 followers, but over the course of the last couple of days, I've gained 15. So now I've netted 2 followers.
Right.
People can see through the bullshit.
Yeah. And well, that's why I wanted to do this video, because that's all I see now is Moms for Liberty. They're trending all the time. They're doing this. And to me is the ultimate grift. And it goes right back to that video I did yesterday of Jason Aldean. They know what gets these people's pockets opened, and they open the pockets. And now these people are holding, millions of dollars in their coffers to do whatever they want to do with it. And you watch some of these leaders within the Moms for Liberty who didn't actually do anything but show up and give an interview for a camera when something was going on. They're going to start running for office, not the people that did the work, the ones that talked about the people that did the work.
You're exactly right. Alina Ashley, who does I think Alina Ashley does the work. I don't think it's the work that she should be doing, but that's just my opinion. But she does put forth and serve her community. And I do love Alina and her mama, but she holds a month. She's the only board member in the state of Oklahoma that I know of that opens herself up to the community to come and share grievances and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. She does that once a month. I've actually emceed a couple of them for her. And this time she is, this month's meeting, she's going to have Janice Danforth, who I personally know and I enjoy being around. She's the chapter president for the Moms for Liberty, award-winning chapter president. I don't know what award it was she was given or what it was for, but she's going to have her there. And my question is, why? Why not have someone like yourself there who has actually got the shit changed and knows how to do it? Why?
Right. Other than people who want to talk about the way they think that you get things changed. I mean, because like Riley Flack, we even had Riley Flack asking us, how do we do what we do? And it's like, we just get out there and do it. We spend the time and we do it. We don't just talk about doing it. We don't just talk about people who do it.
Maybe actually, it's because we're not beholden to anybody. We're not beholden to a religion or a political party, or, we don't get paid for this. We can just say what we don't go by a set of bylaws or rules or whatever. We say what needs said. And we call bullshit.
Yeah, you can't put us in a bucket and say, this is what they are, this is who they are. We'll dismiss them because, I'm a liberal that opposes that kind of nastiness in the school. That's not something you see every day, I guess.
Well, I mean, you came out yesterday. You came out yesterday with a wonderful video saying this Jason Aldean song is not bad. He's just a marketing fucking genius.
Right. And of course, you use the word genius, but I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what's going to piss liberals off at this point in time, you know. But yeah, I don't know. There's just so much grifting going on, and that's what Moms for Liberty is doing. And you're going to watch. These people are going to start running for office, and you called it, I think, before I did, Ron.
I've been saying this for weeks. I think Janice Danforth will probably run for office, and you heard it here first. I'll say it, and that's just my belief. Nobody said anything to me about it, but I think they're setting her up for a run for office. I do. Yeah,
because they attach
and themselves. I would probably vote for her. I'll just say this: I'll probably vote for her if I could. I don't dislike Janice. I think she's she's a professor. She teaches at a university. She's very sharp.
Yeah, I don't dislike her as a person, but I wish people would do more stuff. Now to give Janice credit, she also does go and do things, but I don't know that she's been successful in what she tries to do. I don't know how successful she's been, I guess is probably a better way to put it. I don't know, but she does get on the ground and does stuff. She goes to school board meetings, but
The successful part of it is where it's like
questionable.
Yeah,
right.
The work, the effort, Janice has probably put in the work and effort just as much as anybody else. She does travel, she does go and do, but she's not successful, whereas you were, or others have been, to get actual change going.
Yeah, but they sure talk about how they're doing it, and I don't see it. And I think the change that they're asking for is way too partisan in my view. I think
it is in my view too.
It's one-sided.
This is where I lose viewers, but if you're talking about public schools, you cannot interject politics and religion and belief systems and ideologies into public schools. You just cannot.
Yeah, you're trading one indoctrination thing for another indoctrination thing.
You really are.
Yeah,
I would never push my belief system onto somebody else. You just can't do that. That's not. And I'll say this. I love Wayne Hill.
Yeah.
Wayne Hill posted today. It was a wonderful post. It was a statement from Thomas Jefferson. He said, Thomas Jefferson wrote James Madison and said, I would take dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery.
Yeah.
And that was a wonderful post. But then Wayne went and took it to the biblical part and was like, in Christ, we have freedom. And this is what the founding fathers meant. And that's his opinion, and he's entitled to it. But I don't see it that way. I see that Thomas Jefferson was talking about religious freedoms from Britain, taxation without representation. It was very black and white. I would take dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. And they're trying to enforce peaceful slavery. Both sides.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. You think the black people who are Christians, do you think they felt like they weren't slaves?
Oh, I know.
Did Christ, while they were believing that, or forced to believe, is like the only thing you can read is that Bible. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I agree with the sentiment, but yeah, making it a religious thing, we can make those points without turning it into a religious topic.
And the thing is, it bears as much weight if you leave the religious stuff out.
More weight, I believe,
right,
than that, because Israel is a great thing, and it's trending on Twitter now because they're still doing some crappy things to Palestinians. People's argument are, well, yeah, but that's their native land. That's their God-given land. In the Bible, it says that this was set aside for them. Yeah, but what about the people that don't believe in God?
Right.
How do you put those two together? Like, I don't believe in God, so I don't believe that there is any God-given land available to anybody. It's like everybody deserves a right to live, but you can make the point of Israelis having a right to live a peaceful life and Palestinians having a right to live a peaceful life without interjecting the religious stuff that not everybody gets behind.
That's so logical to me. I mean, on the flip side of that, if the Bible says that God gave them this land, then why wouldn't somebody else go out and write another book that says, no, God gave me this land?
Right. Exactly. It's funny you bring that up because somebody made that comment, and I was like, well, hey, when's the next Joseph Smith going to show up? I believe that was his name, right? The Mormon guy.
The Mormon, yeah.
Didn't he like dig up the scrolls in his backyard or something?
Yeah, somewhere, and an angel came to him and told him, yeah.
Right. So, now we got the flying spaghetti monster. Have you heard that? Rastafarianism or something like that. It's crazy. So, it's beyond me, but, back to the Moms for Liberty stuff. If they really, really believed in what they were doing, they would support parents that are doing what they claim their whole motto is. And I did it because it was my child and I cared about my child. I didn't do it because I wanted everybody to come and call me a hero. Feels weird when people say that to me because I don't see it as, I just see it as me being a dad protecting his daughter.
Well, I'll say this. Out of all the country, your story to me should be up here, right? still to
Right.
this day when they talk about pornography and books and things like that. But
Yeah.
nobody is talking about your story anymore.
Yeah, they've gone on to, you know, Moms for Liberty. They do all these performative things at school boards, reading from these books. Okay,
you should have been in that summit in Philadelphia on the stage telling your fucking story.
Right, because not only am I liberal, I'm an atheist, and I still moved to do that stuff, and I was successful. How many other parents do you know actually got the entire school district to change the policy? I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
But you don't look the part and you don't fit their agenda, and you're going to go up there and say some logical shit like, I'm just common sense dad that wants to remove pornography. And they're going to be like, well, why do you want pornography removed if you're not religious, if you don't believe in God, and stupid shit like that?
Somebody actually said that to me. For those that aren't aware of this scenario, it was offensive to me. Like,
it was offensive to me.
Morality exists outside of religion. Always has, always will. Yeah, that's wild.
I think morality existed before religion.
Yeah.
Just to be obvious, I'll just be honest.
Absolutely. And I want to point out that this video was not to tout what I did and the things that I did, because that stuff is done, it's gone, it's fixed or whatever. But I just keep seeing these same people who used my scenario to bolster their message, while at the same time letting me just hang out to dry. It's like, well, good luck with finding a lawyer. It's like, well, what the hell are you using those millions of dollars for that you have in your coffers?
And now they're holding up the lawyer that basically took a shit on you and dumped you because.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. It's like, you could have done this. This could have been case law. This could have been precedent. This could have been just smack that school down every which way from Sunday. But no, I'm an atheist. And she found out in an email right before she quit. She found out that I wasn't an atheist, because when she took the case, she thought I was conservative and she thought I was religious. And then it wasn't until later she found out neither of that was true.
Tim, this could have taken her to the next level.
Oh yeah. She could have gotten a lot of money out of it. And she could use that money moving forward for other parents.
This was her Aaron Brockovich. And she ticketed that motherfucker.
Yeah, it was. But now she's getting propped up. Not a single person has reached out to me for any comments or statements. Not that I give a shit, but it's just the fact that this group, Moms for Liberty, has become this self-serving unit of, political aspiration. That's why Ryan Walters latched onto it. Governor Stitt, no doubt, is going to latch onto it, and other conservatives.
I wonder what they say about us. I wonder if they say he has an ankle bracelet and he smokes and drinks. And
I want to point out, what is that noise? Do you hear that?
I hear it, but I don't know. It's not coming from, I'm on my phone.
That's weird. So I want to point out to anybody watching, if you have commented, I think I saw somebody comment, it's not showing up on my end, so I can't put it up on the deal. I have no idea what that is. That's crazy.
That is weird.
Yeah, well, it seemed to have died. Anyway, I think we've talked about what we needed to talk about. Did you have anything else about the issue?
Nope. Said what I need to say.
All right. Well, that noise is driving me nuts. So
it's me too.
I'm going to get off here, y'all. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And Ron,
it's probably Moms for Liberty hacking into our shit.
It probably is. That's Ryan Walters. He's got his one employee that's left. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. We'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for watching.
See ya.
All right, peace.